Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Hot here again. I got a little bit of a funny thing happening this morning. I'm like thinking about going outside. I'm thinking it's too hot. So part of me feels like it wants to be depressed. And then there's another part of me that's like, well, like depression feeling coming. But then there's another part of me that's looking at it going, ha 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 ha, laughing at it. So I talked to a Thai person about it, and they said that's Buddhism for you. You know, where you can look back at yourself and understand what's going on. I'm like, I think that's, you know, I said the other day, like my hair's going dark on top. I feel all the energy. I think because I've unloaded all that stress that I used to have. And it doesn't bother me anymore. I just laugh at it all. Anyway, what am I doing today? So I'm going to go out for a little drive because it's just sitting in the house and the AC is boring. So I'm going to go out, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I want to build a gate for this archway here. Now those poles are 100 millimeters or 10 centimeters square. Okay, so what I want to do, there's a shop on the way to Lubely, a hardware store that sells all the brackets and all that stuff to make metal gates. Well, I just want the bracket that goes around the pole, and then there's like these bearing surfaces. You get them welded to the bracket, and then that'll form a hinge. Because you can't really drill into these things. There's rebarb inside them. So the idea is get 4 points so I can have 4 hinges, and then I have some wood, old hardwood. I'll sand that up and make a gate for there. The other thing I want to do while I'm out is get some more cement for this. Like I said to you before, with all this clay and the water comes, the path sinks. It broke away from the workshop, and it started sinking on the inside, so the water's collecting on the inside, pooling up. So what I did is I've made that as an emergency thing, and that's going to be part of my path. So the idea is I got some 1/4-inch plywood, what I'll cut up to use as forms. I have some stones left over, and I've got to go buy some cement, sand and cement, and I'm going to start doing this, get this done before the rain comes. It's already supposed to be the rainy season, but it's not really raining yet. So the idea is it slopes away from the workshop and from that end down to here. So only been out here a minute, already hot, so I'm going to jump in the truck and make my way to that hardware store, and hopefully they'll let me film some and you can see inside. So back home now. I went everywhere, come back. I did a little bit of video in the shop that sells all the stuff to make a steel or iron gate. Made of steel, but sometimes I call them iron gates. There's also little teeny pieces you can get in there, but you're not supposed to video, but I videoed just a little bit of it. Have a look. This is all the stuff you can get and make it into a gate. So that's what it all looks like, and you can buy your pieces. What I wanted was the brackets. I know they sold the brackets there before, but they moved the shop around, and it was many years ago. But they sell like a 10 centimeter square bracket, and on one side there's a place where you can put a bolt on that pinches the pole, and they don't have them anymore. So I'm like, great. So I just bought some metal to make my own, and let me show you. These are like 30 baht each or 40 baht each, and they're like 70 long. So all I have to do is probably heat it up, because I don't have a press or anything that can bend that. So heat it up. I have a blowtorch, so heat it up and bend it, and then 100 or like 98 or something, 100 3 times to go around, and then do the same at the other end, and then drill a hole in the 2 tabs and put a bolt through it, so when you put it around the pole it'll pinch it. And then what you get is basically, it's, you know, the stuff like a hinge where it pivots on itself. Well, they sell them here. They're like they're in the house. They're like a piece of steel bar with a knob inside it, basically, so it can pivot on itself. So, and then I'll weld that to the brackets that I'm going to make, and the other half will go on a bracket that I'll probably have to buy some more metal, and then weld the other half to the back, which then I can secure to a piece of wood on the gate. Sounds complicated, but you just can't buy what you think of something and think, oh, I can just do that, but you can't always find what you want, so you have to get a little bit resourceful. So making the bracket I can do easy enough. I need to make 4, and then 4 bolts. I got a welder, so I might try to do it myself or take it to the guy and let him do the TIG welding in the village. So let him TIG weld it, or I'll just try to arc weld it myself, I think, because it's only for a gate. It's not like it's for the truck or something. Small jobs I can do in the summertime. It's just way too hot. Well, it's rainy season now, but still hot. So I come out in the early morning, spend a couple hours. I can get these odd jobs that I've been wanting to do done. Get that gate done, fix the path before it really starts to rain hard. Because once it starts hard, everything will get flooded. But you've seen what I did over there already. You might call it a hoe, but it's a real heavy-duty metal. And they're used for the farmers, use them in the fields. I broke 2 already. I had a real heavy one and broke it, and a light one I broke it. So this is a middle one. I'll try and be a bit more gentle. But I can take it and what I've done is snap the heads off up here, broke that weld. So I'll take them to the village and ask them, the TIG guy, to weld them back on for me. And I got some knives today from the knife shop. This is a knife I use in the garden all the time. The other one I got is rusted around here, it's starting to get weak. But they're just really small little knives. They're like $1 or something. And they hold a good edge. But I use them for weeding and cutting vines around the plants. And these things here are actually, this one's for I forget what you call it, horning or something. It's where you want to splice 2 plants together. They use these. You cut down like a V and cut a V on the other one, and you can bind them together and you create a new plant. And this one, I don't know what it's used for, but I guess the same, or cutting vegetables, but they're great for gardening. And I want to get some cement. I got 5 bags. I moved 3 already. So I'm just going to move these 2, put everything away. And that's me done for the day. Just have to water the garden again. So I managed to get my truck in here. Look at this. Squeezed it between 2 ferns, 2 frangipanis. But when they get bigger, I should be able to drive through easy enough. Just to deliver something to the workshop. I got a care package from my mom yesterday with some different coffee in it. So I thought I'll make some iced coffee and stay out here for 5 minutes before I have to start watering. With my assistant. What do you think, assistant? Huh? What do you think? Are you hot? So, sit out here for 5 minutes to have a iced coffee with my assistant here. Before, you have to carry a face cloth in your pocket all the time because you leak all the time. So, well, that's the time of year. Hot and humid. Just finished. Watered everything and actually fixed my fence today. The brainstorm who is moving into this property here had dirt delivered, and the tractor cracked his pole. There's concrete to the base, so if you crack it, it's ruined, right? Did he offer to pay? Nope. Just broke it and goes, oh, and bends it straight back up. So all he's bending is the rebar. The concrete actually cracked. So what I did is I fixed the metal that goes through it. See if you can see. Just put an extra piece of metal in and put some self-tapping screws in it. Tight. The same here. So they broke it in 2 places. I don't know how they managed that. And so I screwed this back on too. All the wire inside it is all broke, but I don't care. And I put the post up straight and cleaned out this base here down to where the crack is. So tomorrow what I'll do is I'll put some water on it to make it down. And when I mix the cement for the path by the workshop, I'll bring a bucket over here and put it around to make like a pyramid around the bottom, and hopefully that'll hold it. Will it be the most secure in the world? Probably not, but it'll stop it from wiggling around. And it hasn't, it's just standing there being held up by the rebar that's in the base of it. So I put it back up to vertical. Yeah, put it up vertical, plumbed it a little bit. The fence is fixed, so tomorrow, like I said, I'll put some water around it, so that'll help the new cement to get into the cracks. And I'll put a bucket of concrete around it, which will grab the bottom and the top and hopefully give it some strength again. Because the thing is with this one, it's right on the property line, on the road to my property, and left and right, because it goes through the center of the ditch. And my assistant's out here. Did you help me, or are you just watching? Okay guys, I'm going to go sit down with Sugar for a little bit, trying to cool off some. Go inside and have my evening meal, have a shower, and have my evening meal. And the weekend begins, huh? So, I hope you all guys have a awesomest weekend. Look after yourselves. Have a great weekend, guys. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the very best.